Hello friends, welcome to my channel GoDigit. Today in this video we will extend our learning of this ALTool package which I have covered I think a few months back. Today in this part we will understand few more commands with respect to this package, and they are compile command and the workspace command. So if you have not watched my previous videos, I will paste the link in the description section. You can have a look over it. Basically, in that video, I have covered the installation part of it, how to install this and how to use certain other commands which you can see listed here. So have a look over it, and then you can watch this one. So for example, quickly let me show you. For example, like first of all, your system must be having this .NET. So if you want to see that whether .NET is there or not, you must have to type .NET and then it will tell you whether it is there or not. Then you have to install this ALTool package, and once it is installed, then you just have to type here AL version, and then it will show you the exact version which you have installed into your system. Right now, after this is installed, let's understand the commands which I wanted to cover in this video. So the first command which we will learn is AL workspace, and then the second one will be AL compile. So for that I have created few projects, multiple projects in the Business Central. So you can see they are simple one. App A is Hello World, then app B also does like simple Hello World extension only, but since they all are related to each other, so I basically added all these extensions into a workspace, because workspace will help us to uh, work in the multiple projects which are dependent to each other in just through one window, right? So now when for example you want to work into this all projects, and you from the first glimpse you do not know uh, what are these projects and like which project is depend on which one, like that stuff. So what we can do now is, for example, let me cancel this. uh, we can write AL workspace create. So for example, in case you already have certain folders but the workspace is not created. For example, in my case I have already created a workspace, but in case in your stuff you just have a folder in which multiple Business Central projects are present, then and you want to create a workspace out of it, so you can just write AL workspace create and then the name of the workspace. So for example, I can give the name of the workspace, which will be GoDigit, and then where I want to create this workspace. Obviously, we create the workspace on the root only, so I can just type dot here, which represents the root of the project, and then press enter. So you can see here workspace created successfully with this name godigit.code-workspace, found 4 projects, right? So you can see here it is simply created a workspace file which is showing me the name of the apps which basically this workspace contains. All right, so it is simple one, just like we used to create through file and save as a projects as a workspace. Now another command which is very helpful from the multiple projects perspective is AL workspace map and the name of the workspace, godigit.code hyphen workspace. But yes, I have to provide the path also, so it is basically in the root folder. So just press enter, and now you see that it created one markdown file for me, right? So this is something which will give you a very nice look. Let me click on open preview. So now here is the picture. So you can see here what it is doing, or what it is showing at the moment, that it is generated this map from my workspace, and it is telling me the total number of projects are 4. And if you see this diagram, it is showing us that app D, which is this in our case, depends on app C and app B, and app C depends on app A, and app B depends on app A also. So for example, you don't need to go to each of the projects app.json and go to the check the dependency section of it in case you're working on multiple projects. So this diagram is giving you a very nice explanation about how this all multiple projects which are there in the workspace are linked to each other, right? And from here as well, project detail perspective, it is showing you the name of the project, the app ID itself, the path also, and the dependencies. Like app A is the main app, then app B has one dependency, app C has one dependency, and app D has total number of 2 dependency, as we can see from here as well, right? So that is the another thing which basically helping us to play with this ALTool package. Okay, now another thing is that now from here itself, what we can do, that we can directly compile the entire workspace. We don't have to open and go to each projects and then press Ctrl Shift B and stuff like that. Okay, if we want to compile directly everything from a workspace perspective, what I can do is I can type here AL workspace compile. Now it needs a parameter. First parameter is the name of the workspace, of course. So in our case, I can provide the name of the workspace, which is contoso.code-workspace. So this is my original workspace, so I'm not using this one which I showed you for this tutorial itself. Okay, so this is the name of my workspace. Then the second parameter which it takes is the package cache path. Okay, so what I can do here is I need to pass the parameter name first, package cache path. So basically here we need to provide the path where my symbols are stored, right? Because each app depends on not only the base extensions of Microsoft, but since they are related to each other, so they are dependent as well. So we have to provide the symbols of every app. So if you can see here, I have created one AL packages folder where placed all the symbols, standard symbols. And how come these symbols are coming up into this? You can see my workspace file. Here I have provided the path al.packageCache path as this folder only, the path of this folder. So whenever I will be working on any project, app A or app B or app C, so you will see here each of these apps does not contain any AL package folder, does not contain any symbol. So that duplicacy I don't need, because I'm working in a workspace. So why should I maintain the symbols or the launch.json file in every project, right? I will be placing all my packages in a common folder, so which then whenever I will be working on these apps, they will refer these symbols right from this folder itself. So that is why I'm not maintaining here, and from the compilation perspective as well, because if I need to compile, then I need to provide the path where my symbols are stored. So this is like that. As I showed you, there's each of my app does not contain any AL package folder, so I have to provide the path of this AL package. And because of this setting, whenever I will be working on any app and just press download symbol, they will download the packages of or symbols into this folder only. So I will click on copy path and paste the path of AL package folder. Now second one of the more second path which I have to provide here is this output folder. But let me show you first this thing. I don't provide this. Now third parameter is out folder. Out folder basically signifies where after the compilation, as we know, app file or app file generated, right? So where I want to pass my app files of app A, B, C, D. So for that, I have also created one more folder as the output folder. So whenever I will be compiling my apps, I want that the final app will get placed here. So for this, I am passing this third parameter, which basically a parameter of compile command only. So for that, let me provide the path as output, right? So now if I press enter, let's see. So you can see here that it is telling us in a very nice way of how projects gets compiled. But you will see here that I'm getting an error also. Why I'm getting an error? Because at a time when it is compiling app B and app C, it is failing. Succeeded for one which is app A. So if you see here in the output folder, I get the app A, but when it is compiling app B and app C, it is failing. Why? Because if you look at this map, my app B and app C depends on app A, right? Both these apps depends on app A. But when you compile app B or app C, it needs, along with these packages, it need the app file of app A as well, which I'm not providing, right? Because in the package cache path, I provided the path of this folder only, and it is not getting that because app file A is not present here. So for this, we have to make a little change. In this, what we need to do is, along with AL packages folder, I need to provide the path of this folder as well. All right. And now you see that my package cache path parameter is taking both these folders, and if I delete this F file because I want to compile again, and now when you press enter, you will see that total number of apps are 4, 3 are yet to process, 1 is processing, 1 is done, second is working on, third is working on, and 0 now pending, and 1 is done. And now you see that succeeded projects are app A, app B, app C, app D. And let's look at the output folder. I get all my app files here itself, plus along with this we get the log folder as well, which is showing us the log which contains the details of how system is compiling, right? It is telling you the compilation logs for each compilation of every app, right? So this is how we managed to compile the entire workspace through the one command. So the idea is that yes, of course, we can use this not only from the terminal side but from the CI/CD pipeline perspective, that if you want to automate your work with respect to the business central projects and you want to use the pipelines, CI/CD pipelines, then you can use these commands into the scripts of pipelines, and through that you can directly create workspace, compile, and the other commands which I if you type here AL, so you can see here all these commands are available which you can use, right? So that's it in the today's video, which I wanted to share the use case of these two commands. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel.